Welcome once again. It's time for Shelf Life Book Reviews Online, where I present to you a very highly recommended book that hopefully you will consider purchasing when you go to your local bookstore. And the book this time out is The Last Orphan by Gregg Hurwitz. This is published by Minotaur Books and it retails for $24.99. This is book 8 of the Orphan X series. It's a really exciting series. In many ways, Orphan X, who is Evan Smoak, also called the Nowhere Man, he's quite similar to Jack Reacher, if you're a fan of the Lee Child series. Evan Smoak is quite similar. He fights for the little guy, and he is really a tough cookie to handle. He was part of the U.S. government's Orphan X sort of plan, where they trained these people to be assassins, and they trained them well under intense scrutiny and in very intense conditions. And now he really actually wants to get out of it, to distance himself from the government. But he is really brought back in because he is captured. A large group of people capture him, and he's chained to a chair. He's got a hood over his head, and he finds out that the person behind all this is the President of the United States, and she is Victoria Donahue Carr. And she tells him that they really actually wanted him dead, but they decide that they could use him to their advantage. And if he agrees to do what they are asking him, he will get a, quote, informal pardon from the U.S. government. So he really has no choice. Now, she wants him to hunt down a man by the name of Luke Devine. He's a billionaire, and he's rich enough, to own his own countries. And the reason why the President Carr wants him eliminated is because he is a threat to her re-election for presidency, because he does not go along with a lot of her environmental bills, and so she wants him taken out. So Evan Smoak, the Nowhere Man, has a decision to make. He wants to carefully scrutinize whether he should kill Luke Devine, because he does not kill needlessly. He is not somebody who just slaughters for the sake of slaughtering. He has to assess the situation. But when he finds out that Luke Devine has actually killed two people, a man and a woman, then he decides that he has to be part of this. Now, it won't be easy, because Luke Devine is surrounded by a lot of so-called bodyguards. They are tough people. And so it's hard to get close to him. But Luke Devine actually has a meeting with Evan Smoak, the Nowhere Man. And he says he basically knows what he's trying to do. He wants to kill him. So he knows a lot of things. But Evan Smoak has help from quite a few people. And so they are on his side. They are very, they trust him as to what he's doing, and they want to help him. And they also know that he does not like the U.S. government. But he goes along with it. He attacks Luke Devine and his cronies, and he makes sure that he is out of the picture. But at the end of the book, we find that he's almost, President Carr, she's almost like double dealing. And she thinks that Evan Smoak has not exactly gone along with the program the way he should have, but he's basically thumbing his nose at her, and we know he will be back for another book. And if it's as exciting as this one is, The Last Orphan, it will definitely not be the last orphan book you will ever read, because the next one, I'm sure, will be just as highly anticipated as this one. So that's the book I wanted to draw to your attention this time out. Hopefully you have read the Orphan X series. If not, this is a good starting point, and I'm sure once you read this, you will want to go back to the original 7 titles before this one. So thank you for viewing. If you do buy the book, please let me know if you do agree with the review. So until we meet again, stay safe, stay sane, stay in touch, and I will see you at the bookstore. Bye for now. Thanks again.